coming in on the US markets, as well as how the Fed could really move from here. But that's everything that we're tracking globally. Let's now take you through all of the cues that you should have on your radar as we get into this trading session. So our research team joins us with the trade setup. Sonal, Nigel and Surbi are all here to take you through all of the individual cues that you should track, as well as the stocks that could be in focus today. Guys, a very good morning to all of you. Sonal, this is an SGX Nifty that we will take with both hands.
Oh, we will. Also, we'll take with both hands is the fact that it's Friday today, so last trading day of the week. As far as the global cues are concerned, we've been talking about that. Positive cues, US markets, they closed higher. And this is after some commentary from the Atlanta Fed president, where he said that, yes, there will be rate hikes, but they'll be slower than what the street is working with. And this is something that led to a rally across the board as well. And Dow saw the best day that it saw since 13th of February. So that's the kind of move that we saw as far as the US markets are concerned. Asian markets also, they will come up for you. So something like a Hang Seng, which is higher by 175 points. Taiwanese index is up by 41 points. So across the board, it's largely green on the Asian screen as well. And SGX Nifty, what a move that we are seeing on that one today. 103 points higher, indicating a gap up opening for our own markets today. Well, if we talk about India, so to say, Nifty gave up nearly all the gains that we saw on Wednesday. Wednesday was a good session for the bulls, but yesterday we pared down those gains. Last hour decline was led by weekly expiry since it was a Thursday. Nifty almost closed at the day's low, and that is something that we'll be tracking as well, 130 points lower. And it was led by the IT index, which lost over 1% in trade yesterday as well. In terms of flows, DII's net bought 2,128 crore rupees in cash. FII's bought, according to the reported numbers, 12,770 crore rupees. But if we adjust for the Adani block deals, which we'll discuss in greater detail, it's a net sell figure of around 2,676 crore rupees. So that is very important to track as well. Not only in the cash market, even if we talk about index futures, FII's net sold 532 crore rupees. And now the Nifty low on Monday, that was at 17,255. It is an important level to track. So yes, it could be a good start. We'll have to see whether those levels sustain today or not.
All right, we can just hope that that good start sustains. Sonal, thanks a lot for that. But let's also talk about the individual stocks that are in news today. Surbi has that entire list, and of course, Adani dominating sentiment there.
Hi, good morning. Thanks for that. So a few stocks that are on my radar today. Adani Group stocks will continue to be in focus as they complete a secondary equity transaction of 15,446 crores with GQG Partners. MMFSL reported their monthly update, and the total disbursement for the month of Feb was up 53% on a year-on-year basis, and the loan book was up 1.5% on a month-on-month basis. Alembic Pharma, the company will take an impairment charge of 1150 crores on 3 manufacturing facilities under construction in Gujarat. Mastech, the company appoints Vijay Iyer as the president of the Americas region. GAIL will also be in focus as regulators' new proposed unified pipeline tariff of rupees 60.92 per MMBTU is about a 41% increase in the company's average tariff across its pipeline assets. And lastly, MOIL reported their production numbers, and it recorded a 10% jump on a year-on-year basis at 1.3 lakh tons of manganese ore.
Surbi, thanks a lot for taking us through all of that stock-specific action. But I'm going to hand it over to Nigel now, who's looking at all of the cues from the futures and options space. Hi, Nigel.
Well, morning, Pavitra. Yesterday, the weekly expiry played out, and it played out in favor of the bears. So to call it, yesterday was a hangover for the bulls. The good news, though, is that today we're likely to start off in the green. What played out yesterday, there was no fresh shorting on the Nifty Bank. Remember, that's been the big outperformer. There was unwinding of long positions, and that perfectly tallies with what the FIs did on the index futures side, because the long positioning came down by close around 8,000 contracts odd, which takes us to the short contracts going back up to around 85% of that mix. That'll be a blessing in disguise. Remember, if we get some news, if we get some follow-through, those shorts are going to get squeezed out, which could push the markets higher. That's a big if, though, if we can hold on to those gains. What does the Nifty options data tell you? Well, yesterday, the 17,400 call, well, that was adding open interest big time, close to 50 lakh shares getting added. Remember, now we're talking about the next Thursday's contract. And the premium out there was around 75 rupees. So you put that together, well, the bears, they want to defend that 17,400 to around 17,450 to around 17,500 odd mark. What's giving you hope, though, is that there was some writing at lower levels at around that 17,300 odd put. So let's plug in the numbers. We're going to start off closer around the 200 DMA. The bulls want the Nifty to trade above that 200 DMA for a longer duration. That's what could give the bulls some bit of a hope that we can move higher. Support, well, it's in line with what the recent low was, 17,255 odd. The Nifty Bank, that's very, very important. That could be the big turning point today, because we did see that 40,500 call, Well, it was very active yesterday. The premiums around 270 rupees. So the reading is that there was writing at those levels, which tells you 40,800. That's a crucial resistance level out there. The support is the recent low. Short point is the SGX Nifty is indicating a big gap up. We need to hold on to these gains and trade above that 200 EMA. That's what will give bulls some hope that they can go into the weekend much happier. Back to you.
All right, let's see if that happens or not. Nigel, thanks a lot for that. But with that, we are going to get into our first short break on the show. Like we told you, the big story this morning is that US-based